Running. There is blood, gore, intense, violent nudity. Just want to make sure my audio is okay.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to another tabletop adventure here at Digital Woods. Today we got a bit of a his versus his type idea.
Yeah.
We're doing a 750 point game where I'll be running Necrons.
I'll be running Thousand Suns.
Mix it up.
Yeah, why not?
As with all 750 point games, we're going to jump right into army intros and try to get the game as quick as possible. See you in a bit. Hello everyone, and this is going to be my 747 point battalion detachment of Nihilek Necrons. It is led by 3 different HQs. Let's start off with my Warlord, which is going to be a Cryptech with his Canoptic Cloak, and he is going to be taking the Warlord trait Thrall of the Silent King. My other 2 HQs, one is an Overlord, and he's going to be equipped with a War Scythe, which I will upgrade to the Void Reaper using the Relic system. And then a Lord, who will have a War Scythe as well, and I will give him another Relic, spending 1 command point, to give him the Lightning Field Relic. For troop choices, I have 2 identical 5-man squads of Immortals, each with a Gauss Blaster, a 10-man warrior squad of warriors with their regular Gauss Flayers because they can't take any upgrades. And for 1 heavy support choice, I have a Doomsday Arc with his standard weaponry, which is a Doomsday Cannon and 2 Gauss Flare arrays. And that is going to be my 747 points of Nihilek Battalion.
Alright, so here's going to be my 747 points of Thousand Suns. Let's get it started with my Warlord. He's going to be the Sorcerer. His Warlord trait is going to be High Magister. And he's going to be bringing a Force Stave, and a Plasma Pistol. His Psychic powers are going to be Boon of Mutation and Gift of Chaos, which he's going to swap out later. He's also going to be bringing the Helm of the Third Eye as a artifact. Next up is going to be my Demon Prince, who's going to be bringing 2 sets of Malefic Talons. His psychic powers are going to be Boon of Change and Warp Time. Next is going to be Ahriman, who's going to be bringing a Inferno Bolt Pistol and his Black Staff of Ahriman. And his psychic powers, all 3 of them, are going to be Temporal Manipulation, Diabolic Strength, and Weaver of Fate. And lastly, onto my troops. I'm going to be bringing a group of 10 Rubic Marines with 8 Infernal Bolt Guns, 1 Soul Reaver Cannon, and the aspiring sorcerer in that group is going to be bringing a Force Stave and a Inferno Bolt Pistol, and his psychic power is going to be Tzeentch's Firestorm. And lastly, I'm bringing 2 identical groups of Zangors, all carrying Zangor Blades.
Alright, here we are deployed for our roving patrol from the Eternal War section of the Chapter Approved 2017 book. This one's a little interesting. It's got our army's broken up into 3 different units. We randomly get one of those units that arrive. I got my Overlord and a group of 5 Immortals. Mike got his Demon Prince and a group of 10 Zangors. Then after that, we get to roll for some reserves on the end of the first movement for each person on turn 1. And then at the end of the second turn's movement, the remainder just show up and they kind of just walk on the board.
Yep.
Unless they have some sort of deep strike special rule.
We've got objectives with the mysterious objective rule that we're using.
Yep.
And we're also using one other thing.
We're going to use the Entropic Storms, also from the Chapter Approved, to
Mix
add
it up.
Yeah, to add more flavor and whatnot. Plus, he's got a lot of psychers and I don't, so let's see what happens.
Yep, why not? I might win, even.
Yeah, well, it either boosts or hinders, so...
Yeah, fair enough. So let's get on to...
Turn 1, which is right now, I have a +1 to the roll to see who goes first.
I got a 4, and you got a
Plus
4,
1.
so that +1 saved it.
Necrons are going to go first, and I am going to take first turn, unless you can seize the initiative.
Let's see if I can. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, No, that is a 1.
So it'll be Necrons, turn 1. Okay, at the start of turn 1, I'm going to reveal the objective that I'm currently sitting on. 5, which is... That is Scatterfield. I can reroll all saving throws of 1 while I hold that objective.
Not bad.
Yeah. It's not the best I could hope for, but hey.
It's not the worst.
Yep.
It's not, it explodes.
And then I'm going to roll for the Entropic Storm, which at the start of each player's turn, we roll to see what happens. So this is a 2 dice, first dice being the tens digit. So a 33. Entropic Resilience. All models add 1 to their toughness characteristic. Psychers and demons add 2 instead.
Ooh.
So
Sweet.
Your demon is now really good, but now all my dudes are tough 5 or 6.
Yeah. So it really helped everyone in this case.
Yep.
Not that I'm going to do any damage to you anyway in this turn, because
You're going to just move up.
I'm just going to move up.
Speaking of moving up, I'm not going to move, so let's move on to seeing if any of my reserves show up.
Fair enough.
Cryptek. No. This is 3-ups they arrive. 10 Warriors. Yes. Doomsday Arc. No. 5 Immortals. Yes. Well, Lord. No. So I got all of my infantry, all my troop choices.
I'm a little happy about that. Didn't get the Doomsday Arc in.
Yeah.
Shooting. Can you actually...
No, it's 24-inch range stuff.
Alright, sweet.
So I'm going to go ahead and move those guys in, and that's pretty much going to be the end of Necron's turn 1. Alright, now this is where they end up from the end of movement. I don't think it's going to matter, but he'll give My Will Be Done on himself.
Fair enough. And then nothing can shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the end of your turn then.
Yep.
Alright, so starting out Thousand Suns turn 1 with Entropic Storm, seeing what happens. So this is going to be the tens place. 3. And do I re-roll?
Oh, if the persistent event is already in effect, is generated, then a new event should be generated. So yes.
Okay, so re-roll. 10, 16.
16. The Denizen's Hunger. If a Psyker rolls doubles when taking a psychic test, they suffer perils of the warp. So anti-psychic.
Any not doubles. Good for me. Any doubles. That's not good. Alright, well, on the movement then. Alright, so here is where this whole puddle moved up to. Grabbing that point. Let's find out what it is. For a second, I swore that was a 1. I'm really glad it's not. It's a 3.
Grav Wave Generator. If you're holding it, anyone who attempts to charge you gets a -2 to their charge range.
Woo! Alright, so that's not too impressive for the middle of the road, because you're not really going to be moving up, and then I'm going to be moving past it. So next on to the guys showing up, starting with the second group of Zangors. On 3-ups, they show up. So Zangors show up. Next is going to be Ahriman. That's off the table. Ahriman. Oh, he's not showing up yet. The Sorcerer. He's showing up. And the Rubric Marines. Rubric Marines. They're showing up. So just Ahriman. And I'll move them all up onto the board. Here's where the group showed up after they came in from Reserve. And on to Psychic Phase, but first I'm going to spend 1 command point to do the pop a spell familiar and get Gaze of Fate by getting rid of, what was it? Gift of Chaos. Alright, so starting off Psychic Phase by casting Gaze of Fate. It's a Warp Charge 6, and I just really hope I don't get double any number. 5 and a 6. I'll accept that. Would have liked it better for a Smite later, but it works. So I've got that 1 reroll from Gaze of Fate. Next, I'm going to have him cast Boon of Mutation on himself. So, Boon of Mutation, it is going to be a Warp Charge 7. Still not going for any doubles. There you go, that's it. And rolling on the Boon of Mutations table. A 4.
Temporal Distortion adds 3 to his move characteristic.
That's not bad.
You could reroll one of those dice if you want to, because of Gaze of Fate.
I could. It was a 3 and a 1. So I think I'll reroll the 1, just for...
2, 5. Prescient Foresight, you gain a 6 up, feel no pain.
I'd say that's a little bit better.
Yeah.
Go with tanky more. Alright, then on to his psychic powers. First off, he's going to cast Smite up on the Immortals in the building. That's a Warp Charge 5, but...
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what Smite is by this time. Damn it!
That is a doubles, and you already used your Gaze
I already used my Gaze of Fate, so here's totally going to be a command point, reroll.
Dropping you down to 6. Alright, you still got it.
I still got it. So that's going to be just a D3 on the Immortals.
Yep.
And that is a 2. 2 wounds.
So
2 dead. And lastly, I'm going to be casting Warp Time on the Zangors. And that's going to be I believe, a 7.
6.
6. Goody. Got it with a 10.
Alright.
So they get to move again, and I'll move them and then show you where they end up. And here they are after Psychic. And as they have no kind of shooting attack, that is the end of my turn.
Start of turn 2, Entropic Table. The last effect where everyone gets +1 to their toughness has now ended. Start off with a 3.
Get a 33. It's a 36.
36. Entropic Terror.
Ooh.
All models subtract 1 from their leadership characteristics. Psychers and demons subtract 2 instead.
Sad face.
So everyone has a -1 to their morale.
Oh no.
Except for Mike's Psychers and demons.
Which is a
-2.
Ugh, that's not good.
Okay, reanimations for that unit. 2 5-ups. Get 1 back. I will take it. Alright, and at the end of the movement, this is where everything is going to end up. The remaining models automatically come in at the end of turn 2 movement. I don't know if it was on camera, but I did my will be done on these guys and didn't move them. Everything else pretty much stayed put or moved into position where they walked in. So, on to shooting. I'm going to start off with the 10 warriors firing their rapid fire shots into them Zangors right there.
Alrighty then.
So that is going to be a total of 20 shots. Hitting on 2s because of my will be done. With 1, 2, 3, 4 1s, and because I'm Nihilek and I did not move, I get to reroll 1s when shooting. So all 20 successfully hit.
Ugh.
And then it is going to be Strength 4 versus Tough of 4. So, Force to Wound. 11 wounds.
And aren't you near the Lord?
And I'm, in fact, near the Lord, which gives me the ability to reroll 1s, which I have 4 1s. 4 1s convert. Come back here. 4 1s converting into 3 more wounds. So that is going to be 14 wounds after 20.
Ugh. And hopefully 14 5-ups.
You saved
2.
Which that's going to
That's
be
the squad. Wow, that is...
not a good roll.
No.
Blood.
First blood. Yeah, congrats.
Pretty solidly.
Let me just pull all them.
Alright, next up to shoot is going to be the squad of 4 Immortals, firing their 4 shots down into that Demon Prince. 4 shots, hitting on 3s. Rerolling the 1s because of Nihilek, because they did not move. 3 hits. Strength 5 versus Tough of 6 or better, so wounding on 5s. 1 wound. With a -2 AP, so you're 4 up infall.
Yep. So, 1 4 up. No.
Not a good start.
No, it is not. He's now at 7.
Alright, then this squad of 5 Immortals are going to do the same. Hitting on 3s. Hey, no rerolls needed. Good thing, because they didn't get it because they moved. And then wounding on 5s again. 2 wounds and 2 rerolling 1s because of the nearby lord. Nothing. So 2 wounds with the AP of -2. Your 4 up invols.
4 ups.
Wow.
3s again.
Next is going to be this, firing its shots into that. Let us start off with his low power Doomsday Cannon. D6 number of shots. For 1. Hitting on a 4. No. And then he's got 10 Gauss rounds. 10 Gauss rounds hitting on 3s. Looks like all but 1 hit. And these are going to be wounding on 5s. For 3, with an AP of -1, I think you have a 4-up save still anyway.
Yeah, pretty much. 4 up.
Made all of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so he takes 3 damage.
He's at 5.
Yeah, I don't think anything else can shoot, or is within range to shoot anyway. So that is going to be the end of Necrons. Turn 2.
And starting off my turn 2 with Entropic Storm rolls, so this will be the 10. Alright, and... Really?
The Denizens Hugger, double.
Is that one still going on?
No, because you had it on your turn.
And it's just an instant off?
No, it's a persistent. It would have lasted until the start of your turn.
Oh, nah. Alright, well... What does it do again?
This is any doubles cause perils.
Great! That's the one I want. I think I might actually spend a command point to reroll.
Yeah, I don't see anything that says you can't, so... Yeah, so...
Alright, so I'm going to reroll the 10s digit.
And hopefully not get a 1 again. 36.
36.
That's
the leadership.
Is currently still in effect because I got it on my turn.
So do I reroll both?
Yes, because you can't get that result.
Interesting. Okay.
You have
sorry.
to say which switch.
10's place. 56.
So when we definitely
new territory here.
Dark Possession.
Ooh.
Randomly select a Psyker on the battlefield. Roll 2d6. If the result is equal to or greater than the model's leadership, it is slain and transformed into a Demon Prince of Chaos. Before removing the Psyker as a casualty, the player whose Psyker was slain takes control of the Demon Prince for the rest of the battle. Set it up anywhere within 6 inches of the Psyker. So technically, you gain a Demon Prince because it says any Psyker. So technically, your Demon Prince could become a Demon Prince.
Yes.
So.
Okay. Well, I only have
2 Psykers on the battlefield.
I have 3 Psykers.
Oh.
Does it have to be a character, or is it just a Psyker?
Randomly select a Psyker. So technically...
Okay, so 1, 2, 3. D3. Hoping for a...
2. Your Demon Prince dies.
My Demon Prince becomes a Demon Prince. Okay, so nothing has changed.
Except he gets 3 wounds back, basically. Hey.
Oh, hey, sweet.
Oh, you have to roll 2d6 and be higher than his leadership, though.
Oh, okay, so...
Well, good luck, because it's a 10.
Yeah? Nothing happens. That would have been an interesting heal-up thing.
Yeah, and it would say anywhere within 6 inches, so technically...
I could have moved him forward.
You got 3 HP back in a 6-inch move.
Oh, I think I would have liked it better if he turned.
Yeah, because he's a nothing Psyker, so...
Absolutely.
Suddenly Demon Prince. Alright, well...
That was interesting, and nothing really happened, but either way, on the move. Alright, so after movement, here's where everyone down here showed up. He moved up just 1, hoping for a bigger move for temporal manipulation. And speaking of which, and they moved over to get within 3 inches just to find out what it is, so might as well roll for that now. A 2. Nothing of note.
Okay.
Well, curiosity sated. And now on to Psychic. So I'm going to start with Gaze of Fate on my Sorcerer. It is a 6 warp charge, but because of his thing it becomes a 5. And got it with a 7. So I've got one free reroll. Next is going to be Boon of Mutation on himself, which I believe is a 7, now becoming a 6. Got it with a 10. And rolling on that, I got a 9.
Aether Fire. Add 1 to damage characteristics for your melee weapons.
Woo!
Your staff is now a D3 plus 1.
Nice. Next, I'm going to have Aramon cast Weaver of Fate on the Daemon Prince. It's going to be a Warp Charge 5 for that, because Aramon's plus 1. Got it with a 9, so he now has a invul of a 3-up, which I really needed last turn. And next, he's going to be doing not Temporal Manipulation.
Warp Time.
Warp Time, that's the one. He's going to be doing Warp Time. Warp Time is going to be a 6 Warp Charge, which I get with a 7.
So he gets another one.
Yes, and I will move him. Right, and there he is after Warp Time, moved over to get a better charge, so he doesn't have to worry about that crater. And lastly, a Smite, which is going to be going into that big vehicle, unless there's something closer.
I think these immortals might actually be closer. So that is just over 9.
And I think that is 9.
Yeah. Rotate this back. Yeah, so this was like 9.5.
So the Immortals then?
Yeah, to go into the immortals.
Cool. So Smite going into the Immortals. You all know how Smite goes by now. And a 9, which I don't believe is enough to get the max Smite. So, so D3 going into the Immortals, that's a 2.
Okay.
2 dead Immortals. Alright, so that's the end of the Psychic phase. On to shooting, which I'm going to be shooting with the Soul Reaver cannon at that one group of Immortals right there in the building. So it's going to be 4 shots hitting on 3s, 2 miss, and should be wounding on 3s. 2 wounds.
And that's going to be 2 5-ups with an AP of -3 plus cover. I saved 1, lost 1.
So that unit's back down to 2 missing.
Yep.
And I believe that's the only thing that I have in direct shooting range, so on to charges. I'm declaring a charge into your big vehicle.
Okay.
All of your Overwatch.
Alright, starting off the Overwatch, 20 Gauss rounds, hitting on 6s. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do have 2 1s. So here's a question. In the Nihilak description things, it describes that they get to reroll 1s on shooting and Overwatch if they have not moved in the preceding movement phase. Technically, there was a movement phase between. I don't think that applies.
I think it counts as your movement phase.
So, rules as written, I think I do get to reroll 1s, but I think it's intended if you moved on your movement phase.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't specifically say your movement phase. It says preceding movement phase.
It's like I didn't move during your movement phase, so
yeah.
I get to reroll 1s.
So
Like that seems weird.
Yeah, it does.
So you're rerolling then, or
No.
just okay?
So here's the 4 hits, wounding on 5s. None.
All right, and then your big cannon.
Big cannon, D6 number of shots. For 4. 4 shots, hitting on 6s. None. Okay.
All right, and then my charge, which is about a 9-inch, so 8-inch with that bubble of 1 inch.
It's a 9-inch charge.
You got it with a 12.
Yeah, either which way.
So he's in. If you'd mind just right up to the front of him. I don't want to drag anyone.
So you want to say just away.
Yep.
Okay.
So with the Malefic Talons, I've got 7 attacks hitting on 2s. Ooh, all but 1. And wounding on 3s.
Okay,
What's up?
I just was looking for it while you were rolling. I am definitely going to pop the quantum shielding thing.
Fair enough.
Because you do 2 damage per claw, so this means I will be able to ignore it on 2s and 1s instead of just 1s.
All right. So that's going to be 4.
4 going through. So
Yep.
that's 1 command point for me. And then quantum shielding kicks off. Yeah. So that saved one of them. So 6 damage instead of 8.
Not bad. And because Tom used a command point with my helm of the third eye, I get to roll a dice. On a 5-up, I get a command point back, which I do not for this one. How many wounds does that have?
14.
Ooh, I've still got a ways to go.
You did not even do half.
No. And your, what, D3 attacks back?
I'm sorry. Doomsday Arc striking back. 3 attacks, hitting on 6s. 1. Wounding on a 4. No.
Alright, so after that charge, that ends my turn. On to Necron's turn 3.
And then on the entropic table events, the fear thing fades away.
Yep.
And 10's digit. 6. Oh boy. And then 6.
Ooh.
66.
What is this one?
Entropic breach. Both players roll off. Whoever wins adds one of the following to their army. Set up anywhere on the battlefield more than 9 inches away. We don't technically have any of these models.
Okay, what are they?
Bloodthirster of Unfettered Fury, Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage, Wrath of Khorne Bloodthirster, Lord of Change, Greater Unclean One, and Keeper of Secrets.
Okay, so some big demons.
Some big demons.
So we don't have any of those, so do we re-roll, or do we just grab a substitute big thing?
Since this is probably like the rarest result you'll see on the entropic tables,
Yeah.
I think we should pull a model in to represent it.
We'll decide on that. Alright, so us rolling off.
Ooh.
Oh god, I got it with a 1-up.
You did with a 2. So you get to add a Bloodthirster of Unfettered Fury, Bloodthirster of Insensate Rage, Wrath of Khorne Bloodthirster, Lord of Change, Greater Unclean One, or Keeper of Secrets. The
Keeper of Secrets is the Thousand Sun one?
The Lord of Change.
Lord of Change?
Keeper of Secrets is Slanesh.
Okay. I'll do some reading real quick. Alright, so here's where my, what was it?
Lord of
Change is going to be far enough away and behind a building enough so that most of his army can't shoot on his turn. Well, can't shoot it on his turn. I can speak. And then close enough where it can move up, charge, or smite whenever it wants to on my turn.
Yep. Sad face. More Psychers.
Yep, so on to your turn. Oh, should I go over its psychic powers, or?
Oh yeah, quick rundown.
Yep. So it knows 3 psychic powers. It's going to have Gaze of Fate, Infernal Gateway, and, because I couldn't find a better one, Boon of Change.
Woo.
Yeah, on to your movement and such.
So reanimating, starting with the squad up high. Now on 4-ups because the nearby Cryptek. 1 more coming back. That squad down there. 1 coming back. The 4-up did not matter. Movement-wise, gave My Will Be Done on the Warrior squad. Move these guys up just a little bit to create a path for the Overlord and Lord to move up to get some charges in, if that's still alive when it comes to charge phase time. Fell back with the Doomsday Arc, tucking in safely behind. So he'll hopefully not move and get to actually shoot on the next turn for its full gun. But speaking of shooting, it is time to start. I'm going to be starting off with a blob of 20 warriors, putting their shots into the Demon Prince. Alright, warriors shooting with their 20 shots, hitting on 2s because of My Will Be Done, rerolling 1s because of Nihilek. And 2, 3 1s. All 20 hit.
Whoa.
However, they are going to be wounding on 5s. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With 1, 2, 3, 4 ones to reroll wounds because of the nearby lord. No more extra. So 8 wounds. With your 3-up invul.
Alright, so 8 3-ups, hopefully.
Yep.
Got it.
Alright, next is going to be this, firing all the shots into him. So, 20 shots from the flare array, hitting on 3s. 5 misses. No rerolls or bonuses or anything like that. And then wounding on 5s. 8. Hey. No rerolls, same result.
So once again on them 3s.
Taking 3 damage.
Yeah, 3 go through. So he's now at 6 out of 8 damage. He's got 2 wounds left.
Alright. Low power Doomsday Cannon. D6 number of shots. For 1 still. Hitting on a 4. No. Alright, next I'm going to go ahead and put these 4 firing their shots into him. Rapid firing, so that's a total of 8 shots, hitting on 3s. Looks like 1 miss. And once again, these are going to be wounding on 5s, because strength 5 versus tough of 6 or 7. For 3. 3 3-ups.
Alright, 3 3-ups.
Failed.
He's
2.
dead.
Yay!
I have a command point.
So a 3.
But then again, you're just going to shoot him again.
Yes.
And then charge him.
Yes.
It might not be worth that command point. He's pretty much dead anyway.
That is up to you.
You know what? Why not? So he's still alive with 1 wound.
Mm-hmm. This unit is now going to rapid fire down into him with their 8 shots, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because of Nihilek. They did not move. So, 1 miss and 2 rerolls. Misses stay. So that's only 5 hits. Wounding on 5s. For 1 3-up.
Alright, 1 3-up. Yeah, I thought so. Alright, he's dead.
Okay. Oh, does he have death throws or anything like that?
I don't think so. Let me check.
Alright, and that's it for shooting, which is going to be the end of Necron's turn 3. Oh boy, my turtle formation must hold.
It must.
Considering I think I've now killed about 200 points of yours.
Approximately, yeah.
And you gained 340 points for...
I think it's just about evened out.
You're 140 points ahead of where you started still.
Yes.
And here comes your other guys.
Yep.
Alright, on to turn 3.
Alright, so starting my turn, turn 3. Entropic Storms. This is going to be the 10s. Uh-oh. 1 and 2. 12.
Oh.
What happened?
Bollocks for me. Psychic Boon. Decrease the warp charge cost of all powers by 1 to a minimum of 1.
That's good. Alright, well, on to movement. Alright, so 1,000 Suns movement for turn 3. Had this whole blob move up. I moved in advance the Zangors and these 2. These guys just walked forward again, getting 2 of them in range to actually shoot. He remains in range, and their Psyker is now in range to cast Smite. Oh yeah, and he flew over the building and is readying for Psychic Assault and possibly a charge.
Doubtful on the charge. It's a long charge.
Doubtful on the charge. It's the 9-inch charge. So starting off with Psychic Phase then. I'm going to start off with Gaze of Fate from him. Going for now 1 less, so...
Goes from a 6 to a 5, and you have a
plus 1, so 4. Which I get with a 9. Yeah, I'll start with him doing Smite into the... He can only shoot the 1 group that's on the ground.
Yep, the 4 there. Right
Hit the 4 there, so going for Smite. An 8, well, a 9 definitely gets it. So, Baby Smite, D3, 2. 2 more dead. Seem to be really good at that baby smite too. Next is going to be smite-wise. It's going to be him firing into the group on the building. This now would be a 5.
Yep, would now be a 5 to cast. Got it with an 8.
Got it with an 8.
So it's going to be just 1.
Yep, just 1. Poof. And the last smite before I get onto other psychic powers is going to be from big nasty thing into the closest model, so that group of 2.
Yep. So it's a 6.
6. Which I got with a 9.
No. You have to...
Yeah. So D3.
3.
3. Yay! I killed a group. And then on to other psychic powers. So next I'm going to have the big creature fire into that group with, what was it, Infernal Gateway. And that's going to be a warp charge of 8, which is brought down to a 7
With a plus
with
2.
a plus 2. So, oof,
Got it.
got it with a 9. I did not get a 12 or higher. So everything just
D3.
suffers D3 mortal wounds.
Okay. So,
D3.
3.
3 mortal wounds. That's 3 inches from that guy, so it's literally just the Overlord, the Lord, and the warriors.
Yep.
I don't think it is, but is your big vehicle in that range?
Yeah, it is.
Sweet. So 3 wounds on that as well. Alright, so that's all of his psychics. On to if I can cast anything from Ahriman. And lastly, for the psychic phase, he's going to use Weavers of Fate on the big guy over there. Overall, I need a Warp Charge 4 for this because the pluses and minuses abound. I got it with an 11. So he now has a 3-up save invul. And lastly, Demonic Strength on the big guy. Also, I just kind of need a 4. Got it with a 5. So he now has plus 2 strength and plus 1 attack. And at the end of the psychic phase, I'm going to spend a command point to have
Sorcerer.
the sorcerer use Boon of Mutation. Boon of Mutation is going to be a Warp Charge 6 because of that minus 1. He has a plus 1? Or yes, from the thing, so a 5 would do it. So now to roll on the Boon of Mutation table.
Spawn!
He's a spawn?
Yeah, that's what that would be.
Oh, okay, well, sad face.
of
I
Fate
will
or-
absolutely use the Gaze of Fate. So, 6 and a 1, 7.
7. The eyes open, choose a boon. Other
Alright.
than Spawn Hood and Demon Hood.
And for that, I'm going to be choosing Esoteric Insight, which gives me a plus 1 on psychic tests.
Because a 7 is just pick one.
Yep. And that's it for psychic. On to shooting. So it's just these 2 and him that can shoot. So they are each rapid fire 1. Hitting on should be 3s. Oh, I've got to say what they're shooting at. It's the only one that they can actually shoot at is the immortals in the building. So
Yes.
1 hit.
Okay.
And wounding on, it should be
4.
4s. Got it with a 5.
Okay, with an AP minus 2 and plus 1 for cover, a 4-up save. Got it.
Alright, and then lastly is going to be the Soul Reaver Cannon. Shooting 4 times, hitting on 3s. Missed twice. Wounding on, it should be also 3s. 1.
And with an AP of minus 3, 1 5-up save. No.
So 1 more bites the dust. And with that, do I want to charge?
It'd be a 10 or 11.
It'd be a 10 or 11.
Oh, wait, no, it's... You can't.
Yeah,
So you're outside of 12.
I'm now too far away. So
Yeah, you're outside of 12 from base to base.
cool. In that case, I don't have to worry about it at all. That is the end of my turn. On to your turn, turn 4.
We measured it earlier, see that you were just over 12, and
Yep.
the other one was 12 and a half. And started the storm table for Necron's turn 4. Tens digit. 2. Single digit. 5. Well, that's something I probably didn't need. Reality speeds. All models add 1 to their move characteristics. Psychers and demons add 3.
All right.
Reanimations, starting off with the Immortals. Getting 2 back. And for the Warriors, getting 3 back.
Pretty good.
Alright, and then because he's within range of both of these guys, they get D3 wounds back because of their living metals. So that's going to be the first guy I point out, which was my Overlord. And then for the vehicle, 3. Okay, after movement and reanimations and all the stuff, pretty much sending a desperate kind of, I gotta kill that or wound it to a point where it's no longer getting as good on its psychic powers. Stayed put with this so it can shoot the best, move this guy over so he can continue to repair that, but within range to shoot. And these guys continue to hold the 1 point. So, on to shooting. I'll get the sadness out of the way, have this go ahead and fire everything it can into that. Starting off with its full power, Doom Cannon, D6 number of shots. I'm going to re-roll that. I've rolled a 1 now every time this D6 has come up. For 4, that is a massive improvement.
I'm going to do the command point roll of 5 up. Do I get a command point from his spend? I do.
Alright, so 4 shots, hitting on 3s. All hit. Strength 10, so I'm looking for 3s to wound. All wound.
All right. So I've got 4 3-ups. I miss 1. And I'm going to spend that command point I just got. Because I
Okay.
imagine this hurts like a truck.
D6.
D6, yeah. So, made it.
10 shots on the flare arrays, hitting on 3s. 1 straight miss, and then 4 rerolls because of Nihilic. So 8 hits. Wounding on 5s. 1, 2, 3.
3 3-ups. 2 go through.
Alright, next is going to be 20 shots from the Warriors going in, hitting on 2s, no reroll. So, sad face, 4 misses. And then wounding on 5s. Four wounds, and then 3 rerolls because of the Lord nearby. For 2 more. So a total of 6 wounds.
Alright, so that's going to be 6 3-ups for my save.
Looks like 3 go through.
Yep, 3 go through. So I'm now at 5 wounds taken.
Of your 17 or something?
16.
16? Not even half you yet. Alright. From up here, the Immortals are going to go ahead and fire 4 shots, hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s. No rerolls. And then wounding on 5s. For 3.
And 3 3-ups. Made him.
And lastly, Cryptex, 3 shots. Hitting on 3s, rerolling, I'm sorry, not rerolling 1s because he did technically move. 2 hits, and wounding on 5s. 1.
1 3-up. Made it.
Alright. On to charges, because I'm done with shooting. The Warriors are going to go ahead and declare a charge.
I have nothing to overwatch with.
They got a total of an 8-inch charge because they had My Will Be Done, which is going to be more than enough to make it.
Yup.
Alright, this is where they end up after their charge, leaving a gap big enough for my Lord and Overlord to go through. So start off with the Overlord. 5 is not going to be enough. How far away am I? I'm 7.5, so I need a 7-inch charge, which means it'd be a 50-50. Gag!
Do you want to spend that command point, Tom? You have 5 left and 1 more guy charging.
Yeah. I need to get the war scythes in, so yeah. Waste of a point?
Nope.
Okay. And then the Lord, the 12.
So he definitely makes it in.
Yeah. Alright. You gain a command point, by the way?
Let's find out. 5 up? No, I do not. Your attacks. Who are you starting with? Big guy or little guys?
Question becomes, I don't think you're going to spend 2 points to interrupt.
No.
So I'm going to go ahead and have the Warriors
Because I think
go.
I only have 3 left.
You only have 3 left, I believe.
I'm not. It's all yours.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and pile in with my Warriors and get their 10 attacks, hitting on 2s in. Going ahead with the Necrons, 10 attacks, going in, hitting on 2s, because of my will be done. So 8 hits, wounding on 5s. Looks like 1 with 2 rerolls because of the Lord. For 2.
3 going in, hopefully 3 ups.
1 more
1
damage.
goes through.
Something I nearly forgot, this guy's lightning field, because he was within 1 inch of this at the start of the fight phase. On a 4-up, you take a mortal wound. Take a mortal wound.
Cool.
The Lord swinging in his war scythe in with 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. That is not good. 1 hit. And he is strength 7, so he's looking for a 4 to wound. Wound.
3 up invul.
Yes. Take 2 damage.
Alright.
So a total of 9 damage dealt.
Yep.
I'll take it. And that's it for my attacks. Your attacks back.
Yep, I have to figure out how many I have. So attacking back, I've got 4 attacks. I'm going to split them up. 2 into the... I keep wanting to say Overlord because that's the model. The Lord.
Yep.
And then 2 into the overall group of warriors.
That was on a 1. It's got flipped somewhere on 1.
Yeah, that's fine. So hitting on 2s, first off going into the Lord. Both hit. And wounding on 3s. Damn it! Have I used...
Yes, for a save. It's the same fight phase.
Damn it! Alright. And then 2 attacks going into the warriors. Hitting on 2s. Both hit. Wounding on 3s. Only 1. So that's... Pretty sure it's just kind of a dead one. What's the AP?
Only 2, so I have a 6
only
up
2.
save.
Never mind. 6 up.
6 up save! No, dead warrior. And you'll go away. Yay!
Oh, so close. I should have put all of them into him.
Yeah.
Just make sure I get that chaos spawn.
Alright.
Well,
my Overlord is kind of standing in the middle now.
Yep.
But I do have units closer, so.
Yes. So that should be the end of your turn. On to my turn, turn 4. Alright, so rolling on the Entropic Storm. This is going to be my tens digit for turn 4. 46. What is 46, Tom?
46. Oh, okay, well, this actually helps you. Entropic Mastery, reroll failed psychic tests, and deny the witch tests. I can't deny the witch, so this only helps you.
Fair enough. Alright, so movement. For this turn, I had this group move up. My 2 Psychers moved up and advanced. The Zangors moved up and advanced. He stayed still, keeping into the combat. And on to Psychic. of which there shall be many. First off is Gaze of Fate. From him, he now has a +2. So I believe this is now going to be essentially a 4.
Yeah.
So, which I get with a 6. Would have gotten it anyway. So
Extra
I've got that
reroll.
one reroll. Now I'm just going to go for a roundabout of smites, starting with the best of the smites. No, starting with the weakest of the smites.
Fair enough.
So he's going to be smiting. Closest enemy model would be, I believe, the warriors at the moment.
Yes.
So going in, he can only get the small version. So yeah, I do 1.
All right. Well, goodbye.
1 dies. Next is going to be Ahriman, smiting into the same unit.
D3.
D3. 5, which is 3.
Okay.
Next is going to be the... what is it? Something of Change. Lord of Change.
Alright.
The big beastie,
Okay.
with its +1. And I've cast it now twice, so it's now a 6?
7.
7. Warp charge 7 plus the 1, so I'm looking for a 6.
Yep.
Got it with an 11, so that's a D6.
Yep. D6. 2.
And I didn't say because each one is closer, but I am still aiming for the warriors.
Okay.
And yeah, I am going to spend a command point on that.
Okay.
No, actually, sorry, not a command point. The Gaze of Fate. I'm going to be spending a Gaze of Fate on that.
6.
6.
Well, that's the unit.
Sweet. And having that still be the closest model, I think I'm not going to be doing any smites anymore because I want to kill that in melee. From Ahriman, Weaver of Fate, over on the big guy. Get back that 3 up, which should still be a warp charge 6. He's got a +1, so it's a warp charge 5. Got it with a 6. And then Diabolic Strength on the big guy. It should be a 6 again. Yeah, so 6, so 5. Got it. So he now has +2 to strength and +1 to attacks.
Yes.
He has 1.
He did Gaze
He's
of
at Gaze of Fate, and
Did not smite.
he did not smite, so Boon of Mutation from him. Which a 6, I believe, should do it.
With the +2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Boon of Mutation table is going to be a
You
7,
already
which
had
is...
that one, so reroll.
Alright. 10.
You did not have had that one before.
So let's find out what that is. So a 10 is going to be Crystalline Body, which is just going to add 1 to my toughness for that guy. And then I'm just going to end Psychic there, and on to Shooting, which the only thing in my army that can shoot are these guys. Now they have a choice between... Actually, no, they can't shoot him because he's in melee, so they can only shoot at the one Overlord.
Or these guys. Or some shots over here.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to shoot your Overlord.
Fair enough.
So thankfully everyone is in range. Well, his pistol isn't in range, but oh well. So that's going to be 8 shots from their infernal bolt guns into the Overlord, hitting on 3s, missing 4 times.
Perfectly statistical.
Yeah, and wounding on 5s.
Ugh.
2.
That's going to be 2 4-up invols from the Phase Shifter. 1 damage.
And then lastly from that group is going to be the Soul Reaver Cannon, firing 4 shots at the same target, hitting on 3s, 3 shots, hit, and wounding on 4s. 1.
1 4-up. Invul. Nope, another damage.
And that should be it for shooting, because they advance, they can't shoot their pistols. So on to Yeah, fighting, because I have no charges to declare, because everyone there advanced.
Yep.
So onto the fighting. I now have 5... no... Did he lose any attack?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 4, so I now have 5 attacks going in.
Yep.
5 attacks. Hitting on 2s. All but 1.
Wounding on 3s.
Wounding on 3s. Oh,
1.
come on.
You got
I'm gonna spend another point. Because I already spent my...
You spent your Gaze of Fate.
Yeah, I already spent it. So, 1 more point. That's another 6, so that's 2.
Okay.
Went in.
2 4-up invols. Alright.
Spending a point, or...
It wouldn't matter. You do 3 damage.
Oh, yeah.
So, he is dead.
He is dead, and in his place is a spawn. Because that is the special rule of the Staff of Zinch, I believe.
Yes.
Alright, so there he is. There's my chaos spawn, and I... Was it consolidated, or...
Yeah, you consolidate.
Alright, consolidated after that, so he's there. And that should be the end of my turn, turn 4.
Alright, Entropic Storms for turn 4. By the way, we are in turn 4.
We are...
Oh. I'm sorry, turn 5.
Yes, it is turn 5, your turn 5.
If I can keep you away and maybe get Warlord kill, I could win because I'm holding 1 objective and you're holding 1, and I would have 2 points.
Crap, I have to kill you.
Alright, so...
After all this, you could win by points.
At the end.
Oh, it's going to feel so dirty.
Alright, so... Tropic Storms, 10th digit. 20... That's a scatter dice.
We don't use those anymore.
21. Oh, why does it have to be always double the range of psychic powers?
Oh. Okay, well...
So your smite now is a 48-inch range.
Do you want to spend a point to reroll one of those?
Let's see, is there anything in there that would help me? Okay, I'm going to reroll the 1's digit with one of my command points. So...
Same result.
Do you get a command point?
Do I get a command point on a 5-up? Yes.
Enjoy your command point.
Alright, thank you.
Movement-wise, at the start, rolled a d3, got 3 wounds back for this. He regenerated 1 wound. He gave himself My Will Be Done. I tried to reanimate those guys on a 4-up and failed. I was just trying to get stuff done quickly to get it out of the way, and didn't catch it on camera. Fell back, stayed put, and moved forward to hopefully tie up things for a little while.
Oh, and for those wondering, wobbly model syndrome, he's supposed to be right there.
Just outside
like
of 1
outside
inch.
of 1 inch of everyone.
Yep. So he can just literally step like less than an inch forward and tie up all 3 units.
Yep.
Because technically he is supposed to be over a bit.
So he can grab the Zangors as well.
Yep. Alright. With that done, it is time for some shooting. This unit is going to go ahead and throw their shots.
Big Beastie, Zangor, or
They're
Little
going
Beastie.
to fire their shots down into him.
All right.
So, 4 shots hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of Nihilek. Of course. 3 hits. And wounding on 4s. And also, of course. So, AP minus 2 for that. So you have a 5-up, either invul or armor.
Yeah, 5-up. Got it.
Big gun into him. Little guns down into those dudes.
All right.
Big gun. High power. D6 shots. 3. Hitting on 3s. We're rolling 1s. All hit. Wounding on 3s. 3 wounds.
And 3 3-ups. Got it.
Alright. 10 shots going into the Zangors. Hitting on 3s. 1 miss and 1 reroll. Alright, 9 hits. Wounding on 4s. for 7 wounds with your 5-up invul.
Seven 5-ups, which I make 2.
So you lose 5.
Yep. I'm going to pull from more over here, so they can't get pulled into melee later. That's 3, so 2 more from back here.
Alright, and that's done shooting. Charges declare. He's going to declare a charge on your Warlord.
Scheisse. Fair enough. Minus 2 for cover.
He will also charge the Zangors as well.
Okay.
So, minus 2 for charging through a crater, plus 1 because of my will be done.
Alright.
A 7-inch charge is going to be a 6-inch charge, and that's going to be
More than
enough to get both in. Tying up the Zangor unit and tying up your Warlord. Alright, on to combat. First things first, I'm spending a 1-point command point on Entropic Strike, which makes his first attack ignore your invul. He is hitting on a 2 with the first attack of his 3. Wounding on a 2. Goes straight through, you're taking 3 damage.
Yep, I don't think there's anything I have a 5-up, feel no pain.
You have a 6-up.
I have a 6-up, feel no pain.
On 3.
So, 3, 6-up, feel no pain. Feel no pains.
Made 1.
I made 1, I took 2 damage.
Not really a difference, one of these has to get through.
Yep.
2 remaining attacks hitting on 2s. Spending a command point.
5-up, I get it? No.
Wounding on 2s. Going through. You're 4-up invul.
Yep. Because I didn't get anything to increase that save. So yeah, 4-up invul. I have to roll another one?
Spend a command point on Entropic Strike.
Ah, you're right. Sorry. 5-up for the Entropic Strike. I got that one.
You're back up to 5, by the way.
Really?
Yeah. Sorry. 5. And I'm down to 1.
Alright.
Well, it was a good attempt. Your attack's back.
My attack's back.
I can't re-roll anything, so...
Nope. I'll start with these Zangors and have them pile in. Alright, so starting out with these Zangors with their 11 attacks, hitting on 3s, re-rolling all missed to hits. Because of their Relic Hunter, still missed once.
So 10 hits.
10 hits, wounding on 5s. Oop. 5s. Which is 1, 2, 3, just the 3.
Just the 3. 3, I think they have an AP of -1, so
Yes,
3
AP
4-ups.
-1.
3 4-ups. And 1.
And then my Sorcerer, fighting in. He's got 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. 1. He doesn't get any kind of reroll anything. And wounding on 3s. 1 possible wound.
4-up invul.
And that does a D3 plus 1.
He's dead. He only had 1.
He only had 1?
Yeah, he's got 5 wounds, so...
Alright, so he's dead.
And there goes my chance of winning. I am GGing at this point.
Alright.
If I got Warlord kill, I possibly could have won at the end of turn 5. Now you just need to move forward, and you're guaranteed at least a tie. You just need to kill my Cryptek to win.
And then have something survive over here for
Just holding the
hold.
objective. Leave Armon in place.
Yeah.
I don't see how you're not going to kill my Cryptek this turn. He has a 4-up save and no invul. So we just move forward and
Charge
him and psychic him. And the game probably isn't going to end at the end of turn 5. It rarely does anyway.
No.
If it goes on to turn 6 or 7, I'm guaranteed a loss.
As I'll just continue marching forward.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to try this without the Entropic Storms that gave you almost 400 extra points.
Yeah, that... I'll say that won me right there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I was thinking I wasn't going to make it, because you just... mow down everything that came into your range as soon
Yeah.
as it did.
I gave it a good try, and if I had snuck in that Warlord kill, I could have possibly have held out just by having more points. But
Yes.
shift forward, annihilate them if we go into turn 6. They might hold out for the end of turn 5. And that's just left kind of sitting there going, not enough damage output to finish anything off. So, it was a good game. The Entropic Storm table really messed with me and helped you practically the entire game.
Yes.
You think there was only one time that it hindered you and it cost you a reroll.
Yeah.
It was any doubles cause you a mortal wound, you spent a reroll.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah.
Alright, so hope you enjoyed, everyone, and have a good one.